Howdy folks. Today we are going to do one of my staple exercises, and that is the double leg hip thrust. Now, if you have failed or need some more work on the glute bridge test, this is probably the exercise we are going to start you out with. And let me just go ahead and give you my standards for this exercise before we want to try something more difficult. You should be able to do 3 sets of 10 slow, full range of motion and controlled reps while feeling your glutes do the vast majority of work before we're going to progress you to more exercises. I usually see people fail this standard miserably if you sit a lot for work, travel a lot for work, and or have low back pain. So we want to make sure that our glutes can move through a full range of motion, be strong, build some muscle mass back there, and help support us not only for our everyday activities, but for all of the sports we might be playing as well. Glute strength and glute size is incredibly important for all of our rotational sports so that you can use the ground effectively, you can transfer your weight, you can post up, all those wonderful terms that you've probably heard before if you're trying to improve your performance in a sport. So let's get to it. It's great to have a couch, right? That's about 18 inches or so in height. This might be a little taller, but this table will work out great. If I'm, say, at a sport performance gym or a CrossFit box, I can use a plyo box for this exercise. You can use a weight bench for this exercise. You've got so many great options, there's almost no excuse not to do this. So all I want to do is I want to get in a good sturdy position where my shoulder blades feel supported on the box and my feet feel nice and planted strongly on the ground. So let's go ahead and start there. One thing I'll always note for people is that I don't want you to feel like you're sliding down the box or sliding down the bench, but I also don't want you to feel like you're holding yourself up with your elbows. So a good balance between, I'm kind of digging my elbows into this table so that I feel supported, but I'm not pushing myself up or supporting my body weight too much with my arms. That's going to take focus off of the glutes. Second thing, just find a comfortable position for your feet. Some people are going to be more comfortable a little closer in. Some people might be more comfortable a little bit out. Totally depends on you and your anatomy and your comfort. The key is, I want to be in a position where I feel like I can really drive through my heels and not through my toes. If you push too much through your toes, guarantee you your hamstrings are going to start doing way too much. So we want to drive through those heels so that we feel as much in the glutes as possible. And then my other big thing to start is a lot of people will start with a decreased range of motion. There's so much great research about training our muscles for maximum muscle growth in their lengthened position. So this is going to be where my glutes are the most lengthened. I want to make sure I start every rep as far down as I can comfortably get. Now from here, what I'm going to do is press my heels into the ground, big deep breath in, exhale as I press up. Now I want to hang out here in this tabletop position. So a couple of key things, and I can hang out here for a long time. What I want you to feel is a little bit of active work, especially from this lower part of your core. If you don't feel anything or you feel some cramping or tightness in your low back, that means you have too much of an arch back here, and we need to get rid of that by using those core muscles to kind of tuck our tailbone up. Another cue I like to give is try to point your belt buckle to the sky. Now, the other part you'll notice, I've got to reset here, that I almost have a perfectly straight line from my knee through my hip into my shoulder. There's not a crease when I'm at the top of my movement. We want to get full extension, and a lot of times that requires us to feel like our glute muscles are squeezed together. So there's a little bit of almost togetherness here to help me get to this tip-top tabletop position. Once I'm here, I'm going to slowly come back down as I inhale, get to that fully lengthened position, and then breathe out. Focus on the nice tabletop squeeze and the squeeze here too. So remember, we want to be able to get a full set of 10. This is about as fast as I want you to go. so that if you start to push through your toes or arch your back, you can actually correct yourself. Okay, if you move too fast, it's hard to pay attention to detail. It's hard to make corrections. Again, like pretty much every exercise, you'll notice form is incredibly important. And if we don't have high attention to detail, we're not going to reap the benefits that we could if we just took a little bit of time, paid attention, and got the details right. So that is your double leg hip thrust. Work on that until you can get 3 sets of 10 at that slow tempo, feeling those glutes working and feeling like it's just a warm up and not a workout. Once that happens, I'll see you in the next video. We'll make it harder so that you can get stronger glutes, help you out with not only all your daily activities, but also so important for all of our athletic movements as well.